Jesus explains God's correction and the importance of self-knowledge. May 4th, 2015. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, Lord, what would you like to talk about tonight? Jesus answered, about punishment. My punishment in this life is not for sinners. It is for those I love. And it is not punishment but education. Everything has an equal and opposing reaction, and no deed is without effect in the world. It is far too much misunderstood that when bad things happen as a consequence of someone's actions, it is punishment to make them feel badly. How far that is from the truth. It is not punishment. It is an adjustment in their understanding, so they may take care to be responsible for every word and every deed. Each has a circle that ripples out from around them. It bumps into other circles, blends with them, and gives birth to yet another circle. When God is at the center of these circles, and what you do is a result of obedience to what you believe, grace abounds. Souls are healed and converted. But when you are in the center of this circle, you draw away from the other circles. Then you are like a vortex that takes from others, creating emptiness, disorder, and lack. Far too many live the life of one who lives for himself and who takes from others by drawing to himself. If only you could see how very powerful this dynamic is. I have not come to beat or punish my bride. Rather, I'm here to educate her, to make the right choices with the power she has to affect the world. When one of my children acts selfishly or out of jealousy, she draws the good in others to herself, and it gets swallowed up and sinks to the bottom of the lake. It has no more effect, rather it becomes dead and stagnant in that soul. However, when one reaches out to do good and gives, the circles continue to bump into one another, even around the world, and much good is spread. The world becomes a better place. When I chasten and correct, it is for the welfare of not only the one I chasten, but for the whole body, that all may learn the ways of charity and to avoid evil, because evil hurts and deprives life from others. I do not chasten out of spite, but out of love, in the hopes that the soul will see the effect she has had on others. She stops when she is chastened and asks herself, why, Lord, did you allow this to happen? And I'm quick to reply if she remains truly open. Her chastening produces in her the result that her sin produced in others, so she can taste and feel the harm she has done. In this way, I give her new grace to overcome this sin, and she can rise above her own selfish motives and conquer the evil that is offered to her at every moment by the demons who are waiting in line to make her fall. I do not rejoice when I see the injury she must endure. I mourn with her, and that is why my brides must do the same, even if they were the victims of her iniquity. Lord, how do we know whether we have done something wrong or we are just getting opposition? I work in your conscience. You will feel a darkness, a sadness inside when you think about the offense that has been done. There will be a sticking point that says, wait a minute, there is something here for you to consider. It is a gentle conviction, not a harsh condemnation. It is not accusatory in feeling, rather it is convicting until the soul says to herself, I think I might not have done the right thing here. And as that thought grows, so does the conviction, until she realizes the source of her suffering. It happened because. Then I begin to deal with her about repercussions and how many people she hurt by her actions. I want her to see the effects of her sin, so she will understand how destructive it was. It is not because I'm angry that I allow her to get into an accident or to lose something very important. No, it is to stop her dead in her tracks and get her attention. When you're under attack, you will not feel gentle conviction. You will feel heavy condemnation, as if anger is being hurled at you. And it is so, if you could see it in the demonic dimension. You're being attacked, downgraded, debilitated, robbed of your peace and joy, feeling hopelessness. That is a dead giveaway that what is being fed to you is from the demonic realm. With conviction comes hope and desire to right the wrong. Sorrow for having hurt others, that is, if your conscience is sensitive and well formed according to my heart. You begin to see the side of yourself that you've been hiding from: jealousy, rancor, laziness, retaliation. The uglies begin to surface, and you so want to avoid looking, but you just can't. It is too obvious if you're being honest with yourself. You see, I'm teaching you to look from my perspective. That means you have to step out of yourself and see how others have been impacted. Then your motives begin to surface. You begin to see the darkness in yourself that has been hidden. You see this now because you are in an elevated perspective and can see all the ripples and how they impact others, rather than being at the center of your ripple. My brides, be ever so vigilant. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Anytime you are entertaining a thought of that nature, you can be sure who the author of it is. Do not be leagued to the devil. Do not throw in your lot with the devil, whose purpose is to destroy what is good and uplifting. Resist his suggestions and pray to me to overcome yourself, whatever your motive might be. I'm watching this great drama to see which virgins are filling and which are emptying their lamps. Do not be left behind with the foolish. Rather protect that which is good in others and see to your own lamp that it is properly trimmed. And to those of you who feel it is your job to reveal error in my servants, be ever so careful, for I alone am qualified to judge, lest you step into my place and usurp my authority. There is much you still don't understand. There is still much quarreling and division among you. As Scripture has it, I wish to feed you on solid food, but you are yet too immature, because you are saying, I'm with this one, and I'm with that one, and I was baptized by this one. Is this not the immaturity of a child yet in diapers? Yes, I say to you it is. This is why you're lacking for sound teaching that could prepare you for my coming, because you are busying yourselves with foolish ideas. Please, please take heed. Do not go on recklessly injuring others. There is a price to pay, and I prefer to love you with blessings than to correct you with chastisements. I'm going to visit each of you this week with this lesson. I'm going to reveal to you where you have gone astray. I will be gentle and convicting, not disciplinary. Why? Because I love you tenderly, and you love me and do not want to offend me. So if I reveal to you how you offend me, will you stop because of your love for me? If so, it will be well with you and me. So receive my blessing of insight into your own thoughts and doings now. Have courage.